Hello and welcome to Bastide, which is one of the new Celia builders that are still in. It's in early access, so it's going to have it's a lot of different work done to it. It has a lot of buildings, like it says over here, that it's going to get added, which is going to be really fantastic. It'll add a lot of variety to what is already in the game, and it is up on Steam, and they just put out a performance update, so I'm interested to see what would happen. I do have my RAM maxed, and my video card was recently upgraded. It's not like a super fantastic one, but it is better than it was. And so, like, one of the things that's pointed out, like, is that there's now flowers, grass, and rocks among the terrain. So that's going to add a little bit of depth to stuff that was already out there. And hopefully it'll just overall is good because it'll just add to this. So this is a game that'll be, since it is early access and there is bugs it's going to encounter, I've kind of played it a couple times, and one game I had a bug and the other one I didn't. So we'll just kind of see what's in here. I think there's just one map. There's going to be other maps in here. Definitely one thing I would love is I've gotten so used to the space bar being the stop, but we have our speed down here, and it kind of seems, yes, the frames are, it is, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, I don't have I have my options so that I have medium resolution and stuff going on. So actually maybe it switched to, nah, it was at epic to begin with, and I was like, I don't really need it. But I think for the time being, stuff is just going to be a little bit not as smooth scrolling as when it will get to. I love that this is in. This was not in. He used to click on this house and I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe it's a town center or something, but no, it is your starting house. So you got a house here. Here's your stockpile. This is supposedly, I'm guessing, what is in your stockpile. A separate resource thing. I like it up here. It seems kind of too big down here, but this is showing all your stuff, which includes, we got 3 pieces of clothing, and maybe that's what people are using. That looks kind of like horns, not sure. So I think that they're gonna get a little bit more. That's very interesting. There's different fonts for that. So they're gonna get into getting this, more fleshed out as it goes along. So you can click on things and have them try to extract it. And I'm hoping that works. We got, this is a game definitely I found where you have to look at your terrain and see what's out here. For instance, not like Banish, we're not going to be getting a trader and whatnot. We need to get someone to capture these animals out here. At some point, who knows, it could change. Some are capturable and we can make pastures for them. Some of them are just for slaughter, but we gotta look and see what's out in the terrain. Like, we got a lot of cows. I have a hard time finding those pesky little chickens. But anyhow, we can kind of go over general of, we got housing, we got a couple different houses. And right now we have options that just kind of gives you an idea of, oh, let's try to go back to here. It tells you how much it's gonna take to make it. But offhand, it's not letting you know how many people are going to be in these. And at some point, maybe we can kind of get some. So, oh, actually, that's the same thing. That's a 3-person house. For the moment, we got 50 wood, and this is a little bit of a really hard difficulty where you have to figure out your resources and how to use them. At the moment, farms, which kind of makes sense, don't cost anything. So I do like to make a farm and get to kind of decide how to format these things. So I think I do want a farm. It's just a nice little block here. Don't have to kind of tell it what to do, but you do want to recruit a person to there. And so I think their little windows and interfaces will change a bit over time. And I do want to get a pasture because we just want to make sure we got all of our food stuff going. And it is a little bit different, so if you're wanting to kind of like make streets and stuff, it's going to be kind of difficult in some of this. I want to make as big as it will go because I want to get the cows in there. So and this doesn't have information when you scroll over it. So I'm assuming this is just for slaughter because some animals have just the slaughter. And this is the cow. Oh, that's right. We have to specify first. We want cows to go in there. So we can go back to the cow and say, hey, capture this cow. Okay. And here's another. So you can have a friend. And I'm sure there's others. I'm assuming you're going to want 2 or more. Because if they do breed and such, or get old and die at old age, you know, you're going to want more than just that. Okay, so we haven't used our wood. I think for the moment you would want to do something that doesn't cost too much. Maybe getting the cheapest thing is the best option. I don't know. But this house only has 3, and unlike Banish, if you want to increase your population, you have to build houses, and that's how you're going to get it done. So hopefully we'll go ahead and start building that. So one's going to start planting. I imagine this guy's probably going and capturing the other guy, the other stuff. And this person's going to be doing the labor on here. And so we have an actual time of day stuff. So there's a little bit of a real-time strategy bit to it. Have not gotten far enough in, but there's going to be times where you need to defend your settlement and such. Having this here, the visual is very great. I would like a little sub window or something of like we're at 0% and it's going up to 100%. And it's just kind of nice to know. So wood hut, good to know. 2 more people. So now up at the top right we have 3 out of 5. And we also have a farm, a separate list with farmer and labor, so we kind of know who's doing what. We probably need 1 person over there. And we're probably going to start to use a lot of wood and such. Okay, they are chopping that down. I do want to kind of like make sure this is kind of clear around town because I figure that's probably important. And let's look at some of these other buildings. Now we're getting into the evening time. So we got in food, we have hunter and bakery. I thought we had gatherer. Okay, gatherer. So gatherer must do something different than gathering food than like in Banish. So maybe it's gathering, I don't know, stones and sticks or something. But definitely the forester is going to be for wood. And I'm assuming this great big circle is the area that in which it will kind of do all of its planting and harvesting and such. So maybe we could kind of have this be the line of town. I would like to kind of take advantage of having a lot of space. I kind of doubt they're going to be able to build much on the hill, but we will see as time goes on here. So now we have 5 out of 5 people. And so we got 3 laborers, which look like they're all running over to the forester, which is good. The farms, I think the farms are important to get in kind of quick because I don't know how fast we're going to go through the food, and to be able to make sure the food gets planted because it takes a while. It's like a normal, cycle of a year. Your planting's going to take a bit there. Let's get 1 person over here. So now we got just 1 laborer, so we need to make sure we have a laborer so we can do houses and stuff in. Another wood house. There is also like you cannot rotate the map while you have it out, so if you want to rotate in and just kind of make sure you're having, I don't know, a real street or something going on here so that the doors are facing each other. you have to kind of plan it out a little bit. So definitely a quick way to pause would be nice, and being able to rotate your map while you still have a building out while you're looking to see where you want to put it down, that would also be pretty nice. So at some point we can build the walls and barracks and blacksmiths and such around our town. Right now we have access to, and ooh, can do more stockpile. That is pretty nice. And okay, looks like another draw in, and that's gonna be a maximum size. I'm just gonna put that in there so it can kind of help fill in the area there. Did not see that last time. And warehouse. So I know that the wood and the stone and that kind of thing is getting put right here. I don't want to build another one because we can kind of see that sort of thing. I don't know what it goes in a warehouse. Ooh, we also have a healer's hut. That could be important. So assuming whenever we get attacked by bandits and whatnot, we're gonna need some people to help heal them up. Alright, so let's look a little bit at, I keep trying to use the space bar. Okay, we have a goat, which only has that for the option there, so we cannot put goats into pins, at least not right now. Okay, so we got, yeah, now we can see the little bit of flowers there. It helps add to the bit of variety in that. And it looks like a little bush, but a little more, the foliage and stuff would be great to be added, but you know what? It's not necessarily needed right now. Definitely later on, that will be quite nice. Okay, so cows. Why can't I capture any more cows? Is this full? Oh, I think I only told it to capture like 4 of them or something. Oh, we have 7 out of 10. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on that, see how that goes. I would like to find another animal. We got goats. We got sheep. Oh, maybe I have to build another pen. No, the option was there before. I'm just kind of curious why the pen, or the option to capture them, are not up. Okay, so again, it's a little weird. Kind of get confused of where exactly can I start putting a pasture down. Okay, well, that is good enough. So these are the options at the moment. If we found any pigs, okay, great. Let's see if we can get a person on this and see if we can kind of get some sheep. See what's going on. I know there was one over here. Okay, sheep. Yes, we can capture you. There's a person way over here. So hunger, they're starting to get hungry. However, we started with 28 food and or 20 food, and we now have 28. That does not look like a sheep. Either that's bugged or something, but hey, if there's deer, that's great. No pasture for, I do have a pasture for sheep. Oh, so it already says there's one in there. It looks like it's running away. Is it trying to get out? That's funny. I don't know what's going on, but... Or is it something else? Yeah, I mean, it's a sheep. Okay, well, you know, we're gonna run into bugs. That's just the way it is. 24 wood, 7 people. I'm not sure how... Wait. What's going on here? We got, like, people doing something really strange. They're, like, chasing the animals around or something. That guy looks like he's trying to ride the sheep, but geesh. Okay, a goat. We can slaughter goats if we feel like that. Okay, so something strange. Okay, we got, like, I don't know, attacker or something? Maybe that's what's going on here. And it was not letting me move my screen. So now I'm in a pickle here. Alright, now my screen can move. For some reason, I was not able to move it back and forth and side to side, only rotate it. Alright, so something happened over here. We got a chicken. Why not? Let's try to get all the animals in. We'll set it up somewhere over here. Try that again. Okay, so it's not just like let's run through the night. You're gonna have to kind of watch it all the time. There's the chicken. Oh, no pasture for chicken. We need to set it as chicken. Good. And I have no idea. I mean, I've only seen one chicken so far. They're pretty difficult to see. We probably need another person, or another hut rather. We have not been getting quite enough stuff yet. Go ahead and try to rotate this around. There is definitely a bit of space that needs to be between each of the houses and buildings and such, so I have to kind of keep that planned. There's 2 people sick. Hey, that's probably why we need a healer. Okay. Actually, what did it say we need? We need... Perfect. We have just enough. Okay. Let's put it across from the big house. And do we have laborers? We got 1 laborer. Okay, this is where, so I can click on this. I can't necessarily set a priority or pause and get rid of something. Okay. So, gosh, you really have to build something when you really want to make sure you build it and need it right then. Sheep 1, chicken. They haven't captured the chicken. I have to look for more sheep and chickens. Oh, we have a bridge over here. That is very interesting. More goats. We have 44 food now, so we really just need to get some of this wood taken care of. They give you a pretty nice flat area to begin with, but you kind of need more wood. So definitely a managing of your resources and trying to make sure you have enough people for things. Well, let's go ahead and cut these 2 down too. Later on, it would be really nice to be able to replant things as well, especially when you start getting your town and stuff in. All right, 7 out of 9 people. That's right, those are only 2 peoples per house. And let's see if getting a person into here will help with all the people that are getting sick now. And there's no specifics onto the sickness or anything like that. Is this actually done? It is done. Recruit 1. Needs flowers or something. So actually maybe this is a little bit more like an herbalist rather than a doctor, where they go out in the wild and find some flowers. I mean, it has a very specific icon there, but at the moment, not really seeing it. Okay, that's interesting. That's a sheep to be captured, and it's still roaming around. Oh, because we need another person. Okay, we got a healer, we got a laborer, we've got 2 farmers. Let me take one of those out, put one in there, and then we got one in the chicken, one in the sheep, and one in the cow. So food anyhow seems to be just fine. I kind of wanted to be like, I need to catch them all of these so I can try to make sure I have plenty of food. But definitely paying attention to the wood around here and see if that's enough. And making sure, I think we need to have more laborers is kind of what I'm feeling like we need here. In order to maybe like capture the animals, go get resources, bring them back if you're going to cut down some extra trees or whatnot. And having extra laborers around will, I assume, be good when you're getting attacked, just like on the first night. But I will keep checking on this. Oh yes, that's herbs. 16. I'm glad that there is some hovering up here. So 16 herbs. We don't have it down here, but we do have it up here. Okay. Well, this to me does seem to be running better than it was. It's a little bit more smoother. And the people seem to be reacting better, but they will be continuously updating and making sure everything's working properly. Oh, we're at capacity. We've gotten milk. And we probably will get some beef, and I'm guessing it will get used into leather and such. We'll get back to this some other time and see how this game progresses and with what updates and such. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.